Alright, what's really going on? Bitcoin, crypto, and currency. Currently looking at Cardano, 88 against USDT. We're going to be assessing some of these key technical aspects of price action moving forward. We're going to be looking for some of the pivotal areas of support and resistance I believe we're going to be interacting with in the very near future here. We're going to see what EngineeringRobo is saying about Cardano at these current levels to determine how bullish or bearish we can be. Price action currently interacting with brief resistance coming out of a very bullish phase of support and consolidation. Let me know in the comments down below where you think price action is going to go, or you suspect more upside for us in the future. Are we going to get through resistance at $3, get to $5, $10, $5 million and $10 per Cardano, or are you bearish on price action? There's nothing but downside waiting for us. We're at resistance, we're in a bear market, there's no support, and we're heading straight to zero. Let me know your thoughts on the price action down in the comment section below. Now, jumping right into it, we have price action coming out of a very bullish phase of sideways consolidation and accumulation interaction with $1 for several months here, ever since kind of February of this year all the way until the kind of end of July of this year. We have that very potent phase of sideways. If we refer to that kind of last bounce off of $1, we have price action seeing up to 182% ROI in kind of like just over 40 days there, just over a month of very bullish price action. So it is not a surprise at all that traders will be taking profit. Short-term traders will be selling at these levels, capitalizing on doubling or tripling your money in such a short amount of time. However, while there are traders selling at this level, I do believe there are more traders buying and accumulating at this level, and the fundamental bullishness and buy pressure of Cardano is overall very abundant, and the uptrend does want to continue, and it does appear to be more upside waiting for us. So we're going to turn on EngineeringRobo. In addition to the fettuccine lines of zucchinis, what do we have here? Price action currently at the top of the Fibonacci range, interacting with that, resistance at $3. I do believe that is going to be that key level that these short-term traders are going to be kind of selling at. I do believe that's weak resistance at the moment, and we are likely to see kind of higher highs moving forward. However, if that does continue to reject us, we have a very bullish area of support at the 0.786 line. $2.34 would be a great time to be buying Cardano and accumulating. In addition to my support line at $2.18 would be another very bullish area to be accumulating Cardano, because I suspect the uptrend will very much continue. Any sort of downside that we experience will be very short-lived, and I suggest buying the dips while you can. Some of the factors contributing to the overall bullishness of Cardano were going to be EngineeringRobo coming into play and getting bullish on price action since the 27th of July of this year. We have a very potent trifecta of buy suggestions here, in addition to correlations with some very key bullish technical indicators, suggesting some very, very, very potent bullish price action for Cardano moving forward. And it's very hard to be bearish, as lots of things are suggesting upside. If we consider this buy for moon and golden cross combo, we have the buy for suggesting the bulls are coming back into control and some upside is pending. We have the moon signal coming into play, suggesting some more volatile upswings are approaching, and we have that golden cross forming to suggest longevity in this uptrend here. So that is a very, very potent combination of buy signals, making it very hard to be bearish on Cardano. Now, if you were to consider previous times that we've seen buy signals similar to this, we have price action coming out of a phase of sideways consolidation and accumulation above that 200 daily moving average, kind of from like September to November of 2020. We have this moon coming into play since the 26th of September of 2020, holding through this kind of crazy amount of sideways all the way until November, where price action continued to find support along that 200 daily moving average, and then we had that buy for and golden cross come into play within the first couple weeks of November there. And say you were buying Cardano at this kind of buy for 10 cents, great time to be buying Cardano. I'm sure you could imagine the lucrative gains if you held from 10 cents all the way to current price levels. But say you held from that first buy for all the way to the first time that EngineeringRobo became slightly bearish on Cardano, you still sold with a 1009% ROI in less than a year, only about 164 days to 11x your money. Say you put $10,000 in at the buy for and you held all the way to the sell for, you easily just turned $10,000 into over $100,000 just by sitting around looking at it. tons of life-changing gains to be made with Cardano and EngineeringRobo and price action moving forward. We definitely have experienced this phase of sideways here. After that kind of first sell for and hell, that did suggest some bearish price action was coming into play. However, that golden cross was still present, so we experienced some more upside, taking us from that kind of $1 level all the way up to like almost $2.50 there. But then the abrupt change momentum in the crypto sphere on the 19th of May kind of sent price action to this kind of prolonged phase of sideways. We even had that hell and sell for coming back into play as well, suggesting some continued bearish price action, allowing for better buy opportunities to present itself. So say you were holding Cardano and you sold when EngineeringRobo became bearish, you saved yourself from 30% downside kind of thing, and you allowed for another buy opportunity to present itself. Now we have all the buy suggestions coming back into play. That buy for Moon and Golden Cross, in addition to interaction with support along that 200 daily moving average, could suggest perhaps another 1000% ROI for Cardano moving forward. That definitely possible with all of these factors still coming into play. However, we will have to go with the flow of price action as we set some kind of new support and resistance levels. We will kind of have to see just where the significant levels of resistances will be. However, I'm very bullish on Cardano as long as EngineeringRobo is, and we are still making kind of higher lows. So now, I do want to consider a new perspective for Cardano here. There definitely is going to be a new perspective coming into play now when we consider the Fear and Greed Index, the Fear and FOMO zone. That is going to be a kind of potent area of technical sell pressure for Cardano. I do believe ADA is going to experience some very significant volatility up in this range, similar to when we first were entering it. We came into the FOMO zone here on the 5th of February of 2021, had this very volatile upside, and sideways all the way until kind of the 11th of June of this year, where we fell out of the FOMO zone, which was necessary for us to continue the uptrend, and that we did. Currently re-entering the FOMO zone. Now, the FOMO zone is typically a area of sell pressure where long-term holders and traders, say those accumulating at the 10-cent level, are taking profit, and this is where longer-term investors are going to be selling Cardano. There's very high technical sell pressure present up in this range. Typically, when price action gets up into it, is usually met with some very potent sell pressure and is immediately rejected out of it. However, if the fundamental buy pressure of the coin is abundant enough, we can see price action stay up in this range for a prolonged period of time, fighting that very high technical sell pressure and being supported by that very potent fundamental buy pressure. So we can see the demand for Cardano is very, very high, and with this kind of most recent interaction with the FOMO zone, now as we can see, we were in the FOMO zone for months, and we even saw highs around like $2.50 before we came back out of it and came down to $1. I suspect the uptrend will very much continue before we make our way out of the FOMO zone, and we could spend another kind of few months up in it. However, up in the FOMO zone, we will likely exit it at kind of some point in due time. At the moment, you'll have to just kind of see how the volatility unfolds. So it's definitely lots going on for Cardano at the moment currently. I am still bullish. I still suspect upside. I still suspect the uptrend very much wants to continue. I believe there's definitely room for Cardano to continue upward, and at the moment, the buy pressure is overall very abundant. Now if you're going to buy Cardano today, I personally would wait for perhaps interaction with that $3 level. We can see just how significant that resistance really is. If we can start breaking it, then I would, perhaps start buying. If $3 becomes significant resistance, I believe a great opportunity to purchase Cardano would be below $2.50, around $2.34, in addition to my support line, $2.18. So definitely some room for some short-lived downside if we were to experience it. Now, if you are following EngineeringRobo, you're already more than doubled your money, kind of thing. If you're buying since the buy for, you've already seen up to 135% ROI in just over a month. So you've already doubled your money with EngineeringRobo. So this would be, not a terrible time to be taking profits, capitalizing on that, on those gains, kind of thing, right? However, I would not rush to sell Cardano at the moment, as we still have some very bullish factors in play, and there's definitely some more room for upside. If you're buying Cardano today, I'd be careful for the upcoming volatility in this very small range here. We could experience some interaction with support around $2.34 or $2.18 as an area of accumulation and buy pressure. As at the moment, I do believe we are quite close to what appears to be kind of local resistance at $3. If we start breaking that, that would be another opportunity opportunity to purchase Cardano. However, as I mentioned, a pullback in interaction and buying off of my support line or the 0.786 line would be a better opportunity to buy. Now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Try Engineering Robo free with the link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below. Let me know what you're doing with your Cardano. If you have some, are you accumulating? Are you selling? Where do you think price action is likely to go? Thank you for hearing my analysis, and tune in for the next one.